Nathan, I was getting some Raising Cane's the other day,
Okay.
going through the drive-through. You know how you pull up to the little speaker and they give you a little one-liner
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
about chicken in general.
Yeah,
This one particularly caught me off guard.
sure.
So what the lady says to me, she says, "Chicken, chicken, and chicken on a bun. What can we get you on your chicken run?"
Chicken run.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sure. Like a run through the drive-through. That
Yes.
sort of thing.
Yeah. And all I could think about was I kind of lost track of my order. I was thinking
Oh,
chicken on a bun. Chicken on a
sure.
bun. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like a chicken sandwich.
I didn't eat. I didn't remember that they had chicken sandwiches.
I didn't know that either.
I've never gotten one. I've never really even wanted to get one.
Mhm.
I like them, but
Sure.
that's not my go-to place.
Right. When
So
you're
you've
talking
never had
chicken
one either?
sandwiches. No. I've never had one. Never even thought of having one there. Um, but so I'm assuming you didn't go for chicken on a bun as your order.
No, not on that chicken run.
Yeah. I kind of want to go to Cane's with a rhyme in mind. Kind of respond with some poetry.
Yeah, a little
You got
call and
some-
response.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Chicken on a bun. Which chicken on a bun? I don't.
Yeah. What can we do
You know
on your
it's right.
chicken run? Oh, I'll have combo number 1.
Right. Ooh, what do I want on my chicken run?
Yeah. Dr. Seuss going.
Yes, exactly. Green eggs and ham. That's what I'll have.
Hey, Nathan.
Hey, Ryan.
What time is it?
I don't know, but sometime after 5:30 when we're recording this.
No.
No.
It's 3 a.m. in the afternoon.
Oh.
Specifically, episode 18.
There we go. The
Welcome
18th
back.
edition.
To a new episode.
That's right. It's a new day. Maybe. And yeah, probably.
Probably. I hope
Probably.
so.
Yeah.
We got some action-packed updates for you.
That's right.
First things first. A few episodes ago, we talked about my friend who refers to mapping as map questing,
Yes.
if you recall.
I've done that once or twice.
Once or twice?
Yeah.
Since? Okay.
Yeah. No feedback from it.
I was talking to my mom about this,
Okay.
fully expecting her to understand where I was coming from. She didn't get it.
Where you were coming from?
In that, I
in
was
what
like,
sense?
I don't really get it because it's not map. It's not a map quest. It's just maps. And so she pulls out her phone and she's like, "What do you mean? This is MapQuest." She points to her Maps app.
Oh, let's go.
And I said, "Oh no." Said, "Mom, I hate to be the one to tell you, but
Yeah.
that's actually just maps, like Apple Maps.
There's no quests in
There's
there.
no MapQuest is not being used here.
Yeah. You
They might have an app. You could probably download it. I'm not sure,
maybe,
but
probably not.
I wouldn't recommend it."
But wow, I mean the brand loyalty there is astounding.
Yeah,
That's pretty incredible.
It's just probably a holdover from. She has presumably actually used MapQuest before,
right.
so
I can't say the same myself, but I like that. You know, she's using it. She's calling it map. She's in on the joke,
yeah,
whether she wants to be or
without
not.
knowing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, unknowingly in on it.
That's
Another update.
sure. Boom. Rapid fire.
We're busting them out. Dry shampoo. We talked about this many an episode ago, but your recent haircut adventure recalled it to my
It's
mind.
My sort of map quest of sorts.
Yeah. I asked some friends about this, some friends who have used dry shampoo.
Okay.
I don't think it's what we think it is. So the way it was described to me is this part I think we already knew. It's powder that you put in your hair. It's dry.
Oh, is that actually what it is?
It's like a powder, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you put it in your hair, and here's where it kind of went off the rails.
Diverges. Yeah.
It kind of just soaks up the grease from your hair,
Okay.
but it doesn't actually clean it at all.
Kind of the Febreze of hair care products.
Really, that was the description.
Okay.
I said, "Hey, would you recommend it?" And they said, "No, your hair's not long enough.
Okay.
It should be really. It's for people with longer hair that it takes a while to like wash."
Oh, sure. That makes sense. But
So that idea got vetoed.
Right. Well, are you going to be growing out your hair then?
Maybe
Just to try it out.
Try it out. Been
I
doing
could-
a lot of hair experiments recently.
Yeah, might as well just add another one in the mix. So then what happens? Do you ever get rid of that, or does it just stay in there?
Well, I think eventually, I think that's like a 1 day thing.
Okay.
You're not supposed to do that like multiple days in a row.
Right.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. I didn't ask. Maybe that's a follow up for me.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when you actually wash your hair, you get the powder out too, all the grease and all that
Sure. That makes
nasty
sense.
stuff.
That nasty stuff.
Yeah, get it out of
Sure.
there.
Sure. That checks out.
Final update that I've got:
Okay. Number
the
3.
military memorial.
Okay. Did you go check it out?
I walked past it.
Okay.
It was kind of a cursory glance, so I didn't do a full read through, but I got the picture.
Uh-huh.
I gotta say, I did not see any grammar errors
Well,
or
okay.
anything.
You just explained yourself out of it. You said you just glanced at
Well,
it.
the way that you described it was that there was an error in every sentence.
Not every sentence, but probably one a board or one every other board.
Well, I
felt
read
like.
I read about 2 boards fully,
Well,
and I didn't notice anything.
okay.
Now, I'm not saying that I know English better than you,
hmm
but I am saying that I think you're wrong. I don't think there are any typos. Maybe we need a third kind of arbitrator.
Or maybe you just need to go read them all,
I-
because frankly, I think it would do a service to our troops, and I think it would clear my name here. I
Service
won't
to
stand for
myself,
this
maybe.
this slander. Maybe you should do some research here.
I will go look at it again.
Okay,
I haven't had a tour in a while.
sure.
They kind of iced me.
He said this guy, he's not doing so hot. Everyone who comes out of there is,
they're not going here.
yeah.
They actually, though, there just haven't been any computing students recently.
Recruiting has been on the decline.
At least during the times that I'm scheduled for.
Okay.
So I haven't had to do any tours. But maybe I'll just head by there again
Mhm.
and check it out.
I'd recommend.
Do a full read through. I gotta say, it's not looking good for you.
How is it not looking good for me? You literally said you looked at 2 boards.
Yeah, and I didn't
that's
see
it?
anything wrong with them. There's only like 6 boards.
No, there's not. There's
How many
2
are there?
sides. There's like probably 12.
Probably 6 times 2.
You really did not take a
Gotcha.
strong look at this.
All right, I'll admit it. I was in a rush.
Yeah.
It wasn't really. I wasn't bringing out the spell check.
Yeah.
It's on my phone, but
I can't believe you brought this up, frankly, with
I brought
this
it up
level of
because
research.
I don't think you're right. I still kind of stand by.
I don't understand what I've done to deserve this questioning here. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
From the limited investigation that I did.
Yes, limited
it
investigation.
turned up no evidence.
Let's just say I'm glad that you're not in the criminal justice class that I'm in
You're
the
asking me to
pursuit.
spend even more of my time looking at these boards for something that probably does not exist.
What makes you think it doesn't exist? That's unbelievable.
All right.
That's
Moving on before we get a little too heated.
we're getting heated here. I am, at least. I don't know.
We're down into full defense mode.
Defense. I am. I'm
Yeah.
playing defense.
You got any updates or anything lately happening?
No on the first part. Yes on the second part. No updates from previous episodes, I don't think. But yeah, recently has been some stuff going on. In fact, I want to, before we get into anything else, I want to take it back to the last time we finished recording. That was a while ago now. 1 football game since that's been recorded.
That's right.
And we were walking back. If you'll remember, Ryan, I was going to get some Chipotle.
Yep.
Because it was about 8:30. Hadn't had dinner yet, and I was
That's
like,
true.
dining halls are closed. So we rectified that this week. We actually just came from a nice dinner
That's right.
just to ourselves.
Didn't really plan on it either, which
No.
seems to be what happens a lot. Is we're just in there at the same time,
Yeah,
kind of spot
a
each
lot
other.
recently, twice this
Yeah,
week, but
I think
never
you might be
before
doing
that.
it on purpose.
Yeah, I do. I did get your location. I've got the tracker on there on your backpack. But yeah, I went to Chipotle because I've got a gift card. So I'm like, this is huge. This is like a free meal.
It's basically cash.
Yeah, exactly. I will protect it as such. And so I get in there. I'm like, all right, let's go. Now, I clearly was excited going in. Kind of toned it down a little bit based on the scenes I saw. There's a couple people in front of me. One guy's ordering, And all of a sudden, there's two workers behind the stand there, and one of them kind of leans in and starts whispering to the other in the ear, saying something. The other one's kind of nodding as they're making the burrito and whatnot.
Are they talking about me?
Maybe. Just in general, I think whether they're talking about me or not, it's not something that I want to see at my fast food restaurants. If you can't say it in front of me,
Okay.
I'm kind of wondering what we got here. We got some issues with the food. Do we have some maybe
issues
some
with my outfit?
Right. That I wasn't thinking about me. I was
Now you
thinking
are.
about my well-being. Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm second guessing, kind of taking myself back to that time. But I'm like, do we have another E. coli outbreak in the making here? I don't know. But I think just in general, that wasn't great. And then it was an epidemic because then the guy and his friend started whispering to each other. I'm like,
Oh, it's spreading.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, what's going on?
Maybe there was something up. I don't know. But maybe, the outfit it was a statement piece. Apparently, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it kind of got me flustered there to the point where I didn't even use the gift card. I forgot about the gift card.
Oh,
just paid
no.
with credit.
So your cash was actually cash at that point.
Not quite. I wasn't using the physical.
Oh yeah, you
was using
credit card.
the digital dollars there. But that kind of threw me off. But now I can go back again, and hopefully they've fixed things.
You walk up to the counters. Hey, I'm gonna order, but what were you?
Yeah,
what were you whispering about?
Hey, what was that about?
Yeah,
I would like to know.
Oh,
I think
you're not gonna tell me.
I think I have the right. I don't know.
Let's do a burrito bowl.
Right.
Then.
I do have a gift card here, so I feel like I'm part owner or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's how that works. But so that was kind of concerning. That's kind of the most the most latest update.
Okay.
Which is also not true. The most latest update is the most recent update. But it doesn't matter. Ryan, how have you been?
I'm confused.
You've been busy. You've been up to stuff.
I've been a little busy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what I've been busy with.
Break it down. Yeah.
We talked a lot about this last episode as the lead up, the preparation.
Exactly.
This week, past 7 days, another way to put it, was the execution.
Right.
of all of the
hard work,
planning, hard work, choreography, everything in between.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's start off with, I don't remember if we actually mentioned this, the blood drive.
Oh, okay. Starting off with the blood drive. Middle of the week.
Yes.
Sure.
So originally was planning on giving blood to the homecoming blood drive on Monday.
Oh, okay. Sure.
But that would not be a good idea.
Right.
Because later that night, we were going to have our special dance that we had been prepping for many days by that point. So figure probably shouldn't give blood and then do some physical activity right after.
Right.
That was the right choice.
Okay.
So I rescheduled to Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was Wednesday.
Yes.
So yeah, rescheduled to Wednesday. I'm rolling up, and first thing they say to me is, "Have you donated before?"
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "No, I haven't."
There you go.
So they
First-time donor.
Yeah,
FTD.
She actually, much similar to your first-time voter, kind of looks around and says, kind of loudly, "We have a first-time donor."
Okay, sure.
Like, okay, hey,
announcing.
I'm coming back.
Right.
And we fill out this form. She then asks, "Do you want to have your platelets counted? Platelets counted?"
Okay.
I thought they would do that anyway, but
I didn't know that was part of the service. So on different pages there. But
as soon as she said, "Do you want to have them counted?" it kind of made me assume, like, wouldn't they automatically be counted? But I don't know.
I don't even know what that entails, frankly. Counting platelets.
I don't
kind
either.
Of one by one. How does this work? Is it a full body count or just what I'm drawing?
I said sure.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know why. I don't know what that's
I would
used
probably
for.
follow up with her. Is there any reason why I wouldn't want to?
Yeah.
What are you not telling me about getting my platelets counted? What all does this entail?
And I couldn't think of anything, so that's why I said yes.
Sure.
So she hands me this little slip that says platelet count on it or whatever.
Yeah.
Then she says, "Do you want to do a double red donation?"
Ooh, double red.
Yeah.
Okay, go big red.
Are you familiar with a double red donation?
It doesn't. It sounds like a better way of saying, do you want to give twice as much blood?
That was my initial thought.
Mhm.
Then I recalled something that my sister does,
Ooh, okay.
which is similar, but not exactly the same.
Okay.
So I'll describe it to you. The double red donation, they take out your blood, separate the red blood cells from the plasma and the white blood cells and everything else.
Okay.
Then they give that back to you.
Okay, sure. They kind of donate it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they take more red blood cells, separate it again, give it back. They put some saline in there too, I believe.
Sure.
So really all that you're donating is the red blood cells,
Oh, okay.
if that helps.
I thought they were giving back their red blood cells, but that makes sense.
No, so
That would make less sense
yeah.
in terms of it being a double red.
What my sister does is a little different.
Okay.
It's the same
It's
idea,
accounting.
except it's the plasma. So they take the plasma and give everything back.
Right. Or yeah.
Same sort of scenario.
I've heard of that.
Anyway, I'm doing this. She asks if I want to do it. I say, sure, why not? She kind of pitches as, hey, you'll help 2 people instead of 1.
Okay.
I say, how do I say no to that?
Yeah. Oh, 2 people?
Yeah. I actually only came to help 1 person.
Yeah, that's my
So,
quota for
yeah.
today.
So I
to
said
make it
yes.
Wow.
And then she says, okay, it takes slightly longer. And I was like, okay, you didn't mention that before.
Yeah.
But that's fine because I didn't have anywhere to be. Go in, fill out all this paperwork, basically answering, hey, are you sick? Medications, all that.
Sure.
Getting cleared to give blood.
Am I sick? Oh, I think I'm pretty sick.
Yeah. I'm about to be.
Yeah.
So the next part, they prick your finger, test your iron. I'm a little worried about this because I'm reading the pamphlet as I'm waiting. And it says, hey, if you have a low iron count, you might be tired all the time,
Okay.
unmotivated to do work. It's like, this sounded a lot like me.
This is, I don't know.
It's like, I never really thought about it, but I
Yeah.
might have low iron.
Now, this might be the iron talking, but
Yeah.
I'm not really feeling like doing
Yeah.
much today.
So I'm getting a little nervous. Like I tried, I got this far. I might not be able to give blood.
Yeah.
It's the iron.
Yeah. Not yet.
But she pricks it and she's like, actually, your iron's looking pretty good. It's almost too high.
Oh,
said,
no.
Oh, dang.
Like,
Okay.
Okay, so what's going on with me then?
Yeah.
Is that,
like, so that also might cause like being too tired.
sure. No, you're more
no.
energized.
You should be really active a lot.
It's actually probably really bad if you're
should
feeling
be
those
very
sorts of
inspired
symptoms.
to do work.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Yeah, she says my iron looks good. Next, we're doing blood pressure. It's like, okay, this is where it goes wrong, right?
Yeah.
Like, definitely got some high blood pressure. She's like, no, it looks great. Actually, this is right where you want to be for your age. Just like, oh, okay,
Ooh.
great.
All right.
So
the stress is not contributing.
Apparently not.
Okay.
We move on to
Stage 3.
Stage 3,
Right.
which is actually giving the blood.
The final boss.
Yeah. Lay down on this bed.
Sure.
Right off the bat, I'm getting nervous because, as you know, as we mentioned in episode 1, I'm left-handed.
Ooh, yeah.
And the way the bed is set up, they're about to be taking blood out of my left arm. That's my dominant
That's the
hand.
dominant hand, yeah.
Can't have that.
We can't be giving dominant blood to other people. I need that. I need that dominant blood.
So I said, hey, can we switch to the right arm? He says, yo, totally fine.
Mhm.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it. Let's go.
Switches over.
Yeah.
And we get started. I don't really have a problem with needles.
Okay.
I know a lot of people do. I'm just a little different, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Boom. That's the high iron.
the only
probably.
part that really made me uncomfortable was when they give your stuff back, your plasma, your white
Sure.
blood cells.
Yeah.
I think also your platelets.
Okay. After being counted, presumably.
After they count them,
Okay, sure.
it feels really cold.
Ooh, all right.
It's like icy, kind of.
Ice in your veins.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's go.
I was iced up for sure.
Yeah.
And it just kind of spreads from there throughout your arm.
Yeah.
Throughout
It's refreshing.
it really
maybe.
does just kind of put a shiver in you.
Yeah.
Um,
Give me the shivers.
The
Oh,
other
Ed Sheeran
thing
action.
is they give you this little stress ball to squeeze. while you're donating blood, you're supposed to squeeze it.
Sure.
While you're getting stuff back, don't squeeze.
Don't squeeze.
You don't want that.
Tell you about that.
Yeah. So that was kind of the most nerve-wracking part, was thinking about not squeezing.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Versus actually squeezing.
What happens if you do? It leaves?
Well, I think you do, it like if you squeeze, the blood is gonna start leaving as stuff is coming in.
I gotta go.
Right? I mean, I guess that's what it would do.
Sure.
Anyway, during this whole process, he's trying to strike up conversation. It's kind of like the haircut where I don't know what to talk about.
Right.
I just kind of am waiting for this thing to be done to me.
Yeah, say my iron's high.
Yeah.
So you tell me what that means. I've been hitting the gym, so
we play around with a few different topics.
Sure.
So he's asking, what classes are you in? What's your major? I said computer science. He drops that topic.
Okay. That's not my forte.
Next up, he's saying, so you in a frat? Because a lot of fraternities are coming in to earn points by donating blood. I said, no, actually here for a student group. Like, okay, drops that topic.
Okay, yeah. I don't know any student groups.
Finally, he says, you going to the football game? And I said, that's
got to be a win.
I said, yeah, hey, I'm planning on it. I'm not optimistic. And he really latches onto that.
Okay.
Let me tell you.
Sure.
The whole process of this double red donation lasts about like 20 to 25 minutes.
Wow, that's pretty lengthy.
So for about 20 minutes, we're talking about football, and he's getting into the roots.
Yeah.
He's talking about our offensive line, our defensive line,
the pipeline,
or how our coordination is off. And I'm saying, I totally agree. And we really need to stick it out for this next Saturday.
Yeah.
But I really didn't know what was going on.
Right.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
And then he starts talking about how his son is going to play college ball.
Oh, wow.
At, I think, UNI.
Wow.
And I said, hey, that's really awesome. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Because that at least I can say that I have no idea about. Let's just say my responses were about one sentence. His responses were about like 30 to 35 sentences.
35 sentences. Oh my god.
Yeah. So wow. it was not great.
Well, at the same time,
if he's doing all the talking, all power to him.
Yeah.
Literally, almost all the power to him, because I was not talking.
Give it there. You got other things to focus. You're trying to focus on not squeezing this ball when you do it. When you
exactly.
not.
I was a little preoccupied.
Yeah.
Anyway, finish up, and he wraps this band around the insertion wound. Says leave this on for about
the wound,
like 3 to 4 hours, or maybe it was 2 to 3 hours. I don't remember, because I left it on the whole day.
Okay, sure.
Because in my opinion, the little band that you did around your arm, it's kind of like an I voted sticker.
Yeah.
You're like walk around, you're not really pointing it out, but everyone knows, everyone sees it.
It's very noticeable.
Say, that guy donated blood.
Yeah. Oh, that guy voted.
Yeah.
That's what that guy did.
What a hero. I'm walking up to people, I was like, oh, my arm kind of hurts.
Yeah. Don't know why that is.
I just maybe it's because I donated blood.
Yeah, I haven't really been doing much today, but
yeah. I mean, they said I'd help 2 people.
Yeah.
So like, how could you not?
Yeah.
Really?
You ever heard double red? Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hadn't either, but like, it's really good.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a blood donation.
Sure.
A success for my first time. Maybe we'll repeat.
First time donor.
Yeah.
Let's give it up. Let's give it up for Ryan here. First time donor. Proud of you, man. Proud of you. Double first red.
Double first red.
Yeah.
That was one event that we did.
Yeah.
There were a few others that we talked about.
Exactly.
The dance. Let's talk about the dance.
Yeah, I went there.
You were there.
Yeah.
You were in attendance. I don't know what there is to say besides the fact that it went a lot better than I thought it would.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did you think I was going to say went a lot worse?
Well, what? I mean, you did. I mean, not to rub it in, but you did come last in the organization.
I will say, we pulled out a firm last place.
Yeah. But as for your performance, I thought it went well.
4th out of 4th.
Yeah.
But I feel like individually I did great.
Yeah, absolutely.
I put in work.
Even the group, I mean, the group did well. Don't get me wrong. The group did great.
It was some stiff competition too.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll say that.
That's the issue.
It was a little weird because you really kind of black out while you're up there.
Oh, okay. Watch out.
So
yeah. And you really would have blacked out if you had given blood earlier. But
yeah, no kidding. I really didn't know what was going on around me. I'll be honest. Because
Sure.
as soon as you start focusing in on that, at least if I would have messed it up.
Mhm.
So I'm just doing it in my head.
You're going
Like,
into
I'm-
your flow state. That's how they
Really?
describe that.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
In all, I was happy with my performance. I was
Mhm.
happy with the group's performance.
So how much of it do you remember then?
I
Or-
remember before and after.
Okay. And that's all I need to know.
Honestly, I had to rewatch a video someone sent to me.
Okay.
Be like, oh, that did happen.
That's what I was doing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. It was interesting for sure. A similar thing happened during the skit that I had to do,
Sure.
the jester competition, as it's called.
Yeah.
You helped me out a bit
I did.
because I had to get into my costume.
Yeah. That was kind of something that I was a little surprised by. Get the text the day of.
Uh-huh.
We hadn't really talked about what Ryan was going to be doing. Obviously, last episode, we talked about how difficult it is to figure out what to do in 30 seconds to get the crowd riled up.
That's
or
right.
whatever the goal is. And so, as far as I know, Ryan's not doing anything. Then I get a text that says, yo, can you help me get into my costume at 6:15?
Uh-huh.
And I don't really know what that entails. I'm a little scared for what I might have to do. I don't know.
That's right. I didn't provide a lot of detail.
There's
I
a lot
said,
of
hey, are you in
unknowns.
or are you out?
Yeah. But I'm in, whatever the cost, whatever I have to do, I'll make it happen.
Yeah. We arrive at 6:15. I don't know why they made us get there so early.
Yeah, that was pretty substantial.
It was very early because it starts at 7,
Mhm.
except it really started at like 7:05. So
Yeah. And the first person starts at 7. So
Yes.
depending on where you, but I mean, it is good to get there early. You know what they say?
Anyway.
45 minutes early
Yeah.
is right on time for this kind of thing.
We get there. I show up next to Nathan, and I've got 2 bags.
Right.
And
We got a backpack. We got a duffel bag.
backpack and duffel bag. Nathan, like he said, doesn't know what my costume is.
Yeah.
Just that I have to put it on.
Mhm.
We go off to this little side area.
Yeah, exactly.
And-
Well, you were planning on putting it on just right out in the open.
Yeah.
And again, I don't know what this is entailing. So I'm like, maybe we want a little bit of privacy here. Just in case. I don't know what kind of your boundaries are, but I want to make sure that I'm not compromising myself here.
Yeah.
So we find a kind of a quiet and secluded place there in the Memorial Stadium kind of colonnade area, and we get to work.
Thankfully, it didn't involve taking off any clothing.
Yes, that was a relief to me.
Really, it only involved putting on clothing
Mhm.
like 6 times.
Yes, 6 to
7
7
times.
layers. Moms in the winter would be proud. I would say
Yeah, well,
that. You
it
got to
was
layer
toasty,
up. It was.
And it's not winter either.
It's not even winter. Yeah.
So I was sweating,
Mhm.
but the costume itself was as follows.
Sure.
Bottom layer, well, I mean, if we want to get technical, bottom layer is my clothing.
Sure. Technically, bottom layer is you.
Bottom layer is my skin.
Boom.
Next layer, my clothing, the
Right.
actual clothes I've been wearing the entire day.
Sure.
Next layer, we got a corn costume.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's the money right there.
It's a full-on corn suit. It's got the husk and the corn.
Yes, and to be clear, this is not like a formal suit. This is a
It's a
corn
costume.
Yes, yeah, it makes you look like a corn cob.
Yes.
Yeah, give off the corn cob energy.
Yeah.
So that's the money corn right there. That is the money fit.
Uh-huh. Next up, we've got a layer.
Yeah.
We've got basically a robe with a zipper.
Sure.
All right. Another robe.
Yes.
We've got a third,
Third robe.
fourth,
Boom.
fifth, I think it was 6.
I think it was. That sounds right.
They're all zipped up, one after the other.
Mhm.
I'm rocking 8 layers now.
Yeah. There we go.
So I'm looking pretty huge.
Looking pretty sharp.
Yeah.
Looking pretty huge indeed.
And walk out, get in line, and like I said, it's very warm.
Yeah.
Specifically because they made us get there 45 minutes in advance.
Yeah.
I'm waiting in line. Sun's beating down. I mean, not really, but
It was
kind of.
sunset. It was golden hour, but it was probably in the 70s.
It's getting toasty.
Yeah.
I go through a whole bottle of water just waiting there, not doing anything really.
Just sweating through the robes, all the layers. But
as I'm waiting in line, we've got the homecoming parade going by.
Yeah.
People are starting to gather, but there's not a lot of people. So I'm like, okay, this is great. This is good. You know, do my act, get out,
Yeah.
be fine.
We got about a dozen people. So
about 10 minutes before it starts, people just come out of nowhere.
yeah,
It seems like.
out of the woodwork.
Suddenly it's packed.
Yeah.
And my initial impression was this was going to be in a building.
Right.
That was not the case.
Yeah,
It was
I don't know where you got that
outside.
impression.
I don't know why I thought that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure no one ever told me that.
Yeah.
It
You're like,
was
this is
just-
going to be in a freezer. Is that
Yeah.
right? I think that's what I heard. But unclear.
Anyway, the organizers tell me I'm third in line
Yeah,
to
third
go.
up. Which is not a bad place to be. I feel like Baton, kind of not
Yeah.
quite clean up, but close.
First person goes, he's playing the piano.
Yeah.
All right. He knocks out a great rendition of a song that I don't remember. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I can't remember it either.
Um,
I think it was one of the football hype-up songs, if I remember correctly, but maybe not, though.
Pretty
I
good.
actually don't think so. I think it was completely unrelated. Oh, it was the Interstellar theme. That's what it was.
Oh, it was. Yeah, no.
Because
it
I'm
was,
like, how does this relate to getting people hyped up? I don't understand. This is not
it's a
great.
good movie.
Yeah, great movie. Love McConaughey, but he's not a Husker fan that I know of.
Second person goes.
Yeah,
It didn't go well.
this was unfortunate. I felt really bad for her because I don't know how things were sounding from your side of things, but basically what happened was they've got like two kind of sets of speakers. They've got the outside facing ones, and then they've got like I think they're called like the spot. No, that's not right. I don't know. Whatever those ones that face toward the performer are.
Mhm.
I think those speakers were on, but the outside facing ones were not. And
That's not good.
so I could not hear at all what she's saying, but she's saying something. She's giving telling a joke basically. And then all of a sudden the outside speakers turn on and she goes, so that was the punchline. And then she just walks off.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it was-
oh no, we missed the whole thing.
Hey, I clapped.
I did too. I felt really bad.
But that's what I'm following up, basically.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm feeling pretty good for you.
So I
honestly.
was like, unfortunate for her. Good for me, I think.
Yes,
They're kind of itching for something at
for
least.
some quality content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I walk out.
Mhm.
It's
Kind of Quasimodo
a
style.
little difficult to walk.
Yeah.
It is slightly difficult to walk in this setup.
Mhm.
The legs are constricted by the corn costume.
Sure. Everything else is
The
constricted.
shoulders and arms are constricted by the many, many layers
Mhm.
of robes
clothing.
and the costume underneath, which
Yeah.
is kind of one of the reasons I needed Nathan's help was, for one, getting my arms through the armholes,
Yeah.
but also just tucking the corn costume into the layers. Because the idea was I didn't want people to know there was a corn costume
Right.
underneath until the very end.
Secret corn.
So I walk out, more like waddle out.
Right. Waddle.
And I look over at my sound guy and he's like, "Hey, just give me the heads up when you're ready to go."
Uh-huh.
Give my little nod.
Ooh.
Music starts.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the music starts. It's kind of ramping up. The music I've got going is the tunnel walk music for our football team.
Yeah.
It builds suspense as the team is walking through the tunnel to come out on the field.
Mhm.
I'm trying to build suspense. What's underneath these robes?
What's going on? Why is he taking off his clothes? Someone
Yeah.
get out there. Stop this man.
So we start off, music's going. Nobody really knows what's going on except me
Right.
and you and a few other
I've got
people.
an idea of what's going on. Technically,
Sure.
you haven't told me the plan, but I've kind of figured it out at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah, you're a smart guy.
Yeah.
We slowly start unzipping the first one,
Mhm.
throw it off.
Sure.
Everyone starts figuring out, oh,
Right.
this is what's going on.
Oh, there's another robe under there.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank you.
He was zipping that up. I don't know.
I was a little worried.
Yeah.
People were shielding their eyes.
So, is this family friendly? Somebody,
Yeah.
we gotta get out there.
We go number 2. Throw that off.
You go number 2.
Yeah, on stage.
No. Whoa, that's organic
People were not
elements right
expecting.
there.
People were not. Okay, the organic elements thing. Let's backtrack to that. You want? We want to wait
get
for
to
that
later. Yeah.
Okay. Number 2, second rope goes
Second
off.
rope goes off.
Third one goes off. Music's really starting to ramp up. We get to the final one. I'm waiting. I'm hyping up the crowd.
Mhm.
Really just trying to get them going because crowd enthusiasm, like we said, is a big factor.
Yes. Make the play.
Music switches to another one of our football hype songs. Really, it's post hype
Sure.
to after we've really scored, after we've won a touchdown.
That's the official terms. Yeah. And this guy at the blood thing is trying to talk to you about football. So yeah, we just need to win a couple more touchdowns and we'll be good.
And yeah, music switches.
Mhm.
We throw off the final robe.
We got the
Horn
fight song.
suit. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
And we're going crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone's going crazy.
Right.
Then we just pick up the robes and get off.
Yeah.
Get off the stage.
There you go.
That's the whole act. It lasted about 45 seconds.
Which is more than 30 that they had prescribed, but
Yeah. Well, what they told me, I got conflicting information.
oh, okay.
Originally, it was 30 seconds.
Mhm.
Then during the screening that I had to do,
Mhm.
they said, we'll cut you off after 45 seconds.
Okay.
Then in line, they said, we'll cut you off after 60 seconds.
Whoa. Okay.
I was like, well, that was
We're ramping
quite an
up.
increase.
Yeah.
So I was in the clear. And some people, I think, use the full 60
I would
seconds.
say so. Yeah. Some people, they get cut off.
So everyone else does their acts. Turns out we did second place.
Mhm.
I'm disappointed, but I'm proud of how it went.
Right.
And I know that I'm coming back next year to get the return and
Return
secure the
offer.
first place.
Yes.
Return offer.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, like, from the crowd perspective, I didn't realize that the music had started on time. I thought they delayed the start because it was a little bit quiet. I didn't hear any music until maybe second or third robe,
Sure.
which was a little bit tough. But we did get some claps going in the audience, the rhythmic clapping.
Mhm.
And yeah, we got some people enjoying it for sure. I guess, yeah, kind of going off of what you were talking about, the organic elements here, some of the other acts to follow you. Yeah, we did have 2 people bring food on stage, so don't know what was going on there, if that was allowed or not.
I don't know if it was allowed
Okay.
or if they
did
ended
it-
up getting disqualified.
Sure, that's very possible.
That was not, they didn't tell us. So
Yeah, we got one guy. This was the better of the 2. I'll do kind of my own judging on the food acts. This guy won. He
Okay.
brought out a slice of bread and started eating it, and we're like, what's he doing? He's really chowing down on this. I actually already knew because you had told me about this,
Mhm.
but he ate it into what was supposed to be the state of Nebraska, or the shape. And the general features were there. We had the panhandle and we've got the non-panhandle.
Yep.
I frankly was kind of expecting it to be better, but I'm not saying
You
that
were
I could do
expecting it to
better.
be better. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. Second guy walks out. Doesn't look like he's got food. Doesn't look like he's got anything. Boom, pulls a breadstick out of his pocket. It's like, whoa, thank goodness. Glad that was a breadstick. And he breaks that out and just starts eating it. He just doesn't do anything. In fact, he doesn't really own it at all either. He doesn't own that he's eating a breadstick.
No. And he didn't finish it.
He didn't. He got about halfway through and he just kind of shrugged his shoulders and walked off. So that was definitely a second place finish in the food category. Other notable attempts was there was one guy who walked up with a bass and his own amp. So that was exciting. He brought, came prepared, so to speak, but had some issues setting up the amp. And so now the crowd's waiting there. It's probably over 60 seconds, his allotted time just to get this thing set up. All the while, the MC is not doing this guy any favors because he starts talking. He's like, "Oh, he got his own amp. Oh, he's sitting down. He's sitting down. Have you ever seen anyone play the guitar poorly while sitting down?" He's really hyping this guy up.
Yeah.
Like, if he does poorly, this
Not
is not
good.
going well. And he does okay, but it wasn't a revelation like this MC was setting it up for.
No.
So that was kind of tough for him. I felt bad. I was like, stop, shut that down. Maybe that's what the MC was trying to do, though. Kind of just embarrass this guy for not being more ready. But anyway, those were kind of the main kind of features there.
One that resonated with me in that I hated it was this guy comes out on stage. He's got his box of tissues. He's got his.
You didn't like that one?
Well, I don't like it because it's not his. It's not original.
Oh, okay.
I
had not seen that one before.
So it was something off of America's Got Talent, I think.
Okay,
where
that's a classic.
He's a magician, but his act is, oh, I'm pulling out tissues from a tissue box.
Oh, I'm making a trash. What is that called? A garbage can lid pop up when I press the foot pedal. That sort of thing.
It's like, hey, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's great, but it's not yours.
It's not his. What I will say, though, is that he did well in the actual performance. I felt like he had a good stage presence, and that is the same cannot be said for Breadstick Man. I gotta say, but I can't judge these guys too harshly because I wasn't up there. I'm not the man in the arena. Okay, I'm not the man on stage. And I did also, whether I was supposed to be or not, I was kind of backstage, so to speak, with you for the 40 minutes up until the start. Because I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna chill here with you. You didn't really ask me to, but
no, you're kind of my assistant,
right?
In that way,
I figured maybe it would be nice to have someone up there with you in case you needed to reach to get anything or anything like that.
Yeah, no, like it really would have helped.
But like the first guy who, as we said, just played Interstellar, he didn't know about this until I think 2 or 3 hours beforehand. So that kind of explains his lack of preparation. And I think the same can probably be said of a couple of the other acts where it's like, yeah, they just sent one of their guys from the frat to go do it. Anyway, that was kind of, so I was up there with you backstage for quite a while there. But we did kind of have an opening band before the Jester competition. Yeah. Which was fun. I enjoyed them. Parking lot party, I think, just to plug them. Boom. Get it in there.
That's right.
But yeah, they had some good tunes, good bops and whatnot.
I'll tell you, you probably were able to enjoy were you still up there with me while they were playing? I can't remember.
For part of the time. And then for part of the time I was
down low. And then you left because it was really loud. Because let me tell you, I stood next to the speaker the entire time the band was playing. Yeah. Really couldn't hear myself think.
It was really loud where I was too.
Oh, it was?
I was standing in front of the speaker.
Okay.
And that was there were some older folks next to me, and I'm like, they've got the right idea. Maybe they've got some hearing issues and whatnot. Just set up right in the peak. I might have some hearing issues after this. Yeah. But that's where we're at.
Yeah, they were good though.
They were. I also liked it was kind of a moment reminiscent of the conversational DJ up there with them. They're trying to get the crowd involved and whatnot. Started out with a joke. I enjoyed it. He was like, yeah, there was that Duckworth concert last night. Yeah, they were talking to us, but they said they couldn't fit all our fans in Pinnacle Bank Arena. Yeah,
I liked it.
That's nice. I like that. Just having some fun with the audience. Unfortunately,
they said, can we play some of our music?
Yeah, right. Yeah. But then it did kind of go downhill a little bit after that when they, then they went. So, anyone here go to the Duckworth concert? Anyone? Yeah, Duckworth. Yeah. All right, now we're just gonna play something.
It did seem like nobody went.
Yeah, no, well, they certainly didn't vocalize it.
Yeah.
But if they did. But anyway,
I mean, I
they were
didn't
good
go.
stuff.
I assume you didn't go
I
either.
didn't. I mean, it was a Thursday night. What kind of concert is on Thursday night?
That is true.
They should have done it after the Jester competition on Friday night.
That would have been better.
That would have been a great time. You could have been at PBA. That would have been inside. Maybe that's where you were waiting for.
Yeah, they probably couldn't fit all my fans in there, though.
Yeah, exactly. But overall, I would say a good time. You did well. You did good. Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It was a fun time. I enjoyed the week, but I'm glad that it's over.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
It was kind of a Ryan's fifth week, so to speak. You could call it.
I mean, definitely. And I'm glad that's catching on.
Yeah, exactly. So that was good. On the Jester competition, I really enjoyed them introducing the judges.
Oh, yeah?
Because, yeah, I mean, they're introducing them like it's the, the star quarterback or whatever for the football team. And they're introduced as their professions. So it's I wrote this one down. It's like, your next judge is Hunter Trainer. He's an attorney at law. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the most hype I've heard anyone talk about being an attorney. I need this guy to hype me up, to introduce me places, because this is incredible. I mean, my gosh, just some of the more, again, I think I've kind of said attorneys are a mundane profession in the past. I watch Suits, okay? I enjoy. I don't have anything against attorneys. They're doing great work, but it's just not something that you usually hear as getting incredibly excited about. Just the most hype.
They should start doing that in courtrooms.
Yeah, exactly.
Representing the plaintiff.
Your defendant. More recently, we had the football game yesterday, and had the tailgate. Specifically, had the sober tailgate. Is what I went to. Okay. This was put on by the UNL Resilience something. I don't know. That's not it. I don't know what it is. But basically put on by the university. They've got food. They had tacos there. Make your own tacos. Those were fantastic. And then they also had these like make your own Italian sodas, which I actually didn't get any.
How does that work?
I don't know. It looked like American soda, and then you just added in some things to it. So I think they had some different flavorings, some vanilla and whatnot. Okay. And some Pepsis. I don't really know. I didn't look too much into that. But that's actually where these cups came in. This is what you were supposed to make the Italian sodas in, but I just got water.
You just took the cup. Yeah. No soda.
These are infinitely recyclable, is what they're called.
We were talking a little bit about that, and it kind of struck a chord with me. Yeah. I feel like most cups are.
It really kind of makes you stop and think about what you're doing in terms of these cups. Like, I guess for some context, this is made out of aluminum. And so it's like a solo cup, but now it's like, I don't know what to do with this when I'm done. Because it says infinitely recyclable. So it's like, do I recycle this or do I
use it like a cup?
Hang on to it. So I felt kind of guilty. I just decided, I took it back to my room. I was like, I don't know if I can recycle this or not, even though it says infinitely recyclable.
Well, you know what you can do with it? You can't use it in a dishwasher. Right. You can't microwave it.
Yes,
it says all that on there.
You can't use hot beverages in here, or at least it's not intended in that way. I don't know what happens when you do that.
So it's much less versatile than an actual cup.
Right.
I mean, to be fair, about the same lifespan.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm not sure that you're supposed to do that with solo cups or anything.
Not solo cups, no, but
right. But they don't say that on there. So
no, they don't, so they can't stop me. Yeah. But like actual cups that you might own, I'm not sure that you own any, but
I do. What? You've drank out of one? What do you mean?
Have I?
Yeah, last week. What are you talking about?
Last week.
Campus Bar and Grill?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Put some respect on my name. All right. I got cups. Do I have plates? No. Do I have real silverware? No.
No.
But I've got real
None
cups,
of that.
and that's what matters. And I've got this cup too now.
Yeah, add it to the collection.
So don't know exactly what that means, but anyway. So we was at the sober tailgate. Lost at cornhole. Boom. We got that going. Then we go over. They've got the giant Jenga going. Now that's a hit. That is a hit. I don't care where you go.
Mhm.
But that was a lot of fun. We got a good group together playing the Jenga. It was really just 4 people that was playing, but there were more observers, and we drew a bit of a crowd.
Yeah.
And I do mean a bit. There was only about 3 people, 4 people that I didn't know there, but we were getting them involved. And it gets intense, when you get up there.
Well, it's
in the
giant.
structure.
So
It definitely, the stakes are bigger.
Mhm.
And the
Higher
blocks are
too.
too. Yes, exactly. And so yeah, we got some alumni who have come home to the university, and really just it's really the game before the game is how we describe it. We got my guy Evan. He's probably, I don't know, 12 years old. He was giving me some pointers on my Jenga game, and so I really appreciate that. But I did end up losing, which was tough. That's the thing with Jenga, is that when you lose, it's like, I'm really alone in this, alone in your loss.
Yeah.
The majority of people do not lose at Jenga. And and so that's kind
That
of
is
tough
true.
when you think about it, when you break
Well,
down
I
the
mean,
stats.
just how the game is.
Yeah, exactly. It's structured. I'm in the minority in terms of
Yeah.
people who have lost. So that was tough, but it was nice getting to meet some new folks. And get that going. It was question Jenga or resilience Jenga. I don't know exactly what it was, but I had like questions on there that you're supposed to answer
Okay.
as you pull out the block. I don't know what kind of games they were expecting. They don't seem to have a lot of faith in the players because there are only about 6 questions on these blocks. And so we're getting into this a round and a half in. We've already answered all the questions. We're going back through and repeating.
Yeah.
And so
Coming up with new answers.
it was pretty, I mean, sometimes not. But that never hurts to review, never hurts to do that. Those were also kind of infinitely recyclable, those questions. And we did do that. But yeah, it was a good time. Then I went to the game afterwards. You didn't go to the game?
I did not go to the game.
Okay.
And I regret it every hour since then.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Every single hour.
Yes.
Why didn't you go? Because if we recall back to Monday, you said you were planning on going. At least that's what you told, or Wednesday. That's
Yeah.
what you told the guy at the blood drive.
Yes.
So what happened? What changed?
I had every intent, every purpose
Sure.
to go to the game.
Uh-huh.
Saturday rolls around.
Mhm.
I'm waking up. It's 3 p.m.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking, all right, game starts at 6:30 p.m.
Yeah, we still got some time.
I got time if I want to go.
Sure.
And then I think, I don't want to go.
You don't want to go.
Because I'm thinking in my head, we're probably going to lose.
Ooh.
I have to figure out a way to get there. I have to figure out a way to get back. I haven't eaten anything, so I'm going to have to eat there.
Sure.
I got homework, the old school, the old classes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Really creeps up on you.
Yeah.
And so all these factors, I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just sell my ticket and not go?
Nice.
And funnily enough, someone messages in this group that I'm in about 10 minutes after I decide not to go saying, anyone got a ticket I can buy?
There you go. It's like a sign.
It's got to be fate.
Yeah.
So
I'm not supposed to go.
I'm like, hey, take my ticket.
Right.
I'll take your money.
Sure. Right.
And you can go to the game and I won't.
Seriously, take my ticket. Take my ticket. Just give me it back.
Sell my ticket, get a little cash back.
Nice.
Love cash back.
Right.
And I'm not going. I start working on some homework, eating some food. And you know how early we said it was probably fate?
Yeah.
I think it was actually a test.
Ooh. Yeah.
And I failed.
Those are very closely related.
I think it was a test from a higher power. And I failed the test. I gave in to greed, maybe.
Okay.
Or just simply other responsibility of needing to do homework.
Some laziness and whatnot.
Yeah,
not
sloth.
wanting to go despite the high iron counts.
Yes. And I'm it's about 7 maybe,
Mhm.
and pull out my phone. I was like, I'll check the score. Why not?
Yeah,
I see we're up 7-0.
sure.
It's like, you got to be kidding me. I was like, but hey,
Hey, it's early.
there's still, yeah,
We
it's
still have
early.
time to lose this.
It's right.
game,
It's
okay.
like, we're probably still not going to win. Put the phone away, get to
Sure.
work. I'm doing some accounting during
Okay.
this. I'm
At least
counting
you're
up.
being productive, you know.
Yep. Now, check about 30 minutes later again, or maybe a little longer. And now it's 14-7 us. I'm
Okay.
thinking it's not looking good. It's not looking good for me
Okay.
because I didn't
But
go.
it's looking good for us in
Yes.
general.
And I said, it figures
Right.
that they would win a game that I don't go to.
Right.
I'm starting to think maybe I'm the problem.
Yeah.
It's about this point where I stop accounting and I start.
Counting the score, just
Well,
watching
yeah.
the scoreboard.
Really, I pull out my iPad and start watching the game.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
I am half doing accounting, but not really.
Mhm.
Half watching the game on my iPad.
Yeah.
As soon as I start watching, Indiana starts scoring. They
Yeah.
start catching up. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
thinking, maybe it really is me.
Yeah. This is fate.
I have half a mind to put it away and
Mhm.
just pay no mind for the rest of the night.
Mhm.
Keep going, watching. We end up winning,
Mhm.
and I'm sat here. I'm actually a little upset about it because I
Oh.
didn't go
Dang.
because I thought we'd lose, and that just goes to show that that's what happens when you have no faith.
You got to be a better. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So with that
That's
in
on me.
mind, we do have a 10 p.m. mass if you want to go to that tonight.
Yeah.
It's not too late.
versus Indiana.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah, it's kind of a dueling priest system. It's pretty innovative, but
Yeah,
that would be great. Honestly, I'd love to see that dueling homilies. Yeah, different messages, different people. But there we go. Yeah, don't say we're not a faith focused podcast.
you did go to the game. I saw.
I did, and I went to church. So
Yeah.
both of those
Nice.
they go together.
Yep.
Yeah, I did go to the game. It was concerning at times. Was ultimately turned out okay though. But yeah, it was a good time. A night game. I don't know how many more night games we're gonna have, but it's questionable. Anyway, yeah, I mean, it was pretty standard, but got the light show going
Yeah.
for the night games. That's really why you like to see that. They turn off the lights, turn on the red lights, and
Turn on the flamethrowers.
yeah, you get it going. They tried to I can't tell if they were having technical difficulties or if it was part of the show, but they would kind of pause the music and turn on the lights at certain times, and we're like,
Okay.
oh, is it done? And then it would just keep coming back. It was pretty confusing. Are you staying? Are you going? What are you doing? I don't know. But we did end up pulling out the win. That's what matters. So
I got a few questions since I wasn't there.
okay,
Question number 1, pretty important. Did they do the kick for cash or whatever
They
it's
did.
called?
yes, and he did win.
He won the
Yeah,
cash.
the
Nice.
kicker. Although I missed it. Okay, this is an issue that I have. Is we need to put the hot dog gun away. Okay, this needs to go.
Hot dog cannon is a problem.
Yes, it is. It's problematic because what happens is everyone gets so excited about the hot dog cannon, and then people start watching that. People start cheering for that. It doesn't matter what's going on in the game. I feel like a lot of the times the crowd is not even paying attention to what's going on in the football game. With the hot dog cannon, for example. Yeah, I mean, we're shooting it up. While we're on offense, defense, it doesn't matter. We're getting people hot dogs, and I can respect that. Some people are getting free hot dogs, but it's really quite a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I didn't get to see the kick for cash thing because I was watching the hot dogs go. They did not.
And I assume you didn't get one either.
I didn't. No, yeah, exactly. The probabilities are so low. The hot dog catchers are definitely in the minority, kind of like Jenga in that sense. But they got the hot dog cannon. The other thing is the wave. The wave, I don't like it. I don't like doing
Not a
the
fan.
wave. No. Because it feels weird to be doing the wave because it's like, okay, the crowd is completely checked out of the game at this point. We're only up by 7 here, or even if that. So maybe we could try to support the
Divert
team
this
here.
energy more towards
Yeah, exactly.
cheering for the team. Fair
So
enough.
yeah, those I'm bearish on both of those, but it's
No, I think my
all
friend
right.
got to use the hot dog cannon
Oh, got to
for
shoot it off.
got to shoot it off.
That's exciting.
Some of the homecoming royalty, I believe, were
Oh,
operating it.
okay,
So they got to fire a few hot dogs,
nice.
presumably. Maybe I could have told them that you were in the crowd.
Yeah, so hey,
Did you-
shut that down.
Yeah,
shut
right,
that down.
right towards them. The second thing
Mhm.
is the marching band performance.
Yeah.
How was it? How did it go? Did you watch?
It was good. I think they did. They did. I think the theme was middle school dance. I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't quite hear the theme, but they started out with the Cupid Shuffle as the first song, and I'm like, okay. I think what happened here is the choreographer just took a vacation this week, and they're like, all right, what can we do? What's moves that we all know? So
Yeah.
okay, what we're gonna do? Cupid Shuffle, Electric Slide. We're gonna do, I don't even know, the Dougie, whatever, something like that. And that should hold us over for this week. But they did move on to non step dances or whatever that's called. That's not what it's called for sure. But yeah, it was good. It was good. They played a little slow dance song. They got some of the couples in the band and color guard to dance and whatnot. So that was a nice touch. But yeah, overall, good performance. Good performance.
Nice.
Yeah, no complaints.
We pulled out the W. I'm not sure when the next home game is.
October 29th, I think. So we've got a little bit of time.
So I don't think I'll go to that one.
Okay, sure.
Maybe we can pull out another win from that.
Yeah, keep our spirits high here and yours
keep
low.
Ryan out of the venue.
Yes, exactly. You're doing kind of a 90,000 red kind of thing here, and that you're sacrificing yourself for the sake of everyone in the stadium and at home, really. So we appreciate that.
I mean, don't call me a hero, but
right. Yeah, I won't. But we do appreciate you staying home.
Of course.
Do not come out. So
I realized there was another event that happened. I forgot to mention earlier. This happened on Tuesday. It was and I remembered it when you mentioned alumni. This was the Student Alumni Association Traditions Race.
Oh, okay.
So,
I did not hear about this one.
I have a few problems with it.
Okay.
But in all, it was a good time.
Well, it was like an actual race between.
Well, I think they need to market it more as a race.
Oh. Well, it's in the name. So I think that probably probably helps.
That does help.
Yeah.
And that's fair enough. But all of the advertisement portrays it more as a scavenger hunt.
Okay.
I would say it's much more of a scavenger sprint.
Oh, okay.
So the idea is you start at the Union. They give you a clue. And then you go to where you need to be. You get your next clue. You do this 10 times until you end up at the WIC Alumni Center, which is the final location. And whoever gets there first wins.
Nice.
I'm going in thinking, hey, I'm sure I'll probably need to run a little. But like, it's, we're going to have to figure out these clues.
Yeah. I don't need to be wearing running clothes or anything like that.
Get the first clue. It says 84-foot tower or something like that.
Okay.
And a few other stuff, but that's the main piece.
I'm going Molar Tower.
We're going to the bell tower.
Boom.
Get there, get another clue. It's saying something like, here is where you would exercise and swim. And I think you're getting the idea
of gosh.
How difficult these clues were.
Yeah, not very.
So
my gosh.
Get the next clue.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it says something about mammoth sculpture.
Okay, nice.
So
like, I wonder where this is.
Yeah. Next clue is like museum with free entry. We're going to the Sheldon.
Okay.
So the point is the clues are not difficult at all.
No.
I wish I knew that ahead of time because I would have put some work in, some cardio maybe.
Right.
Because really at this point, it's just an all out sprint going from place to place. You get there, you read it, you run, you know exactly where you're going. One of them was like, this is where you would study.
Sure.
Where did that be? I don't know.
Do you love to study?
Yeah.
Go to Love Library.
This is where a place to study and a place to take tests intersect.
Okay.
Like, okay.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Probably our library.
Maybe the
I'm not
testing
sure, though.
center. I don't know.
No, it's a difficult one
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're running around. I'm out of breath. And I think my main issue is they give you an hour for this.
Okay.
We did it in about 15 minutes.
Oh,
15 to 20 minutes, maybe.
Whoa.
The hour it's too much time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I would say so. Yeah.
if you're walking, you could still probably do it in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure where the hour's coming from. That is what gave me the initial impression that it'd be, a little slower pace.
Right. An hour. I'm not going to be running for an hour.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? But
so
yeah, I think also having less difficult clues makes it more of an urge to run, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, everyone's getting these super quick. So we're not going to be able to make up any time by like being clever and like figuring this thing out.
Exactly.
We need to go, 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 go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's tough. Did you win?
No.
Oh.
We got second place. It was a story of second place.
Yeah. All around.
Apparently, except for the time where we got last place.
Yeah. When you got
or the time that we got third place in something else.
Sure.
So
the banner.
Yes.
Yeah. One more thing. All right. This is now a product release. But yeah, I had my friend's 21st birthday this week. My friend Prav. So we were helping him celebrate, getting out there, and whatnot, and made my way out to the bars once again. I find myself there. Still not really drinking much, but I did have a little bit of an issue. This is something that I've become worried about. Not really worried because it always works out fine, but my ID does say that I'm 21, but it's of a vertical variety, which typically indicates that you're underage for drinking. But I just haven't had to renew it yet, just because of how like Missouri sets up their licenses and whatnot. So anyway, it always kind of, people give it a second look. When I hand it off, I always hand it facing the back because I don't. I think that most people do anyway, but it's like I want to delay the amount of time it takes for them to see the front. But anyway, so this guy's looking at it, and this guy, more than anyone else in the past, is giving this a long and hard look.
Sure.
This is just to get into the bar, I should say. And so he's really looking at it. He's bending that thing. He might even break it. I don't even know.
Yep.
But whipping out the black light. not that. But eventually he goes, all right. Can I see your Snapchat? I was like, whoa.
Okay, I heard about that.
I had not experienced that before. So if you wanted my Snap, just ask.
Yeah.
All right. I can do that for you. But anyway, yeah. I'm talking to the guys behind me. Like, I'm sorry, guys. It's fake. It's not quite as good as I
He's
want
taking
it
a
to
real
be.
long time. You think he'd realize by now.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm trying to give him some hints by talking to this guy. So I'm like, yeah, in Missouri, they have a year before you have to renew it, and so I'm still on the vertical.
Yeah. That's how it works in Missouri, where I'm from.
Exactly. Yeah, but eventually we get a second guy out there, and
wow,
he did confirm.
Bringing in backup.
But yeah, so he just kind of walked out. But this main guy is like, yeah, he said apparently like in Missouri they don't like. Yes, it worked. It worked. But he did let me in, and then I proceeded to not have any alcohol. So I'm like not the guy to worry about. But they don't know that. So I appreciate him doing his duty.
Well, the Snapchat thing I've heard is it's because they want to look for where you're from.
Oh, and
presumably you would have Snapchat friends in that area.
Oh, really? I thought it was for my birthday because you put your birthday in the Snapchat.
I don't know. I think it's more of the friends thing.
Oh, really?
So he's like, "Can I see your Snap?" He wants to see your Snap map
My
to
Snap
see
map.
like if you have any friends in Missouri.
Oh, interesting.
and then he'd know that you're
I
actually
don't have
from
any
Missouri.
friends at all. So that's no, I'm just kidding. Well, either way, it didn't work out because I wasn't logged in and I didn't know my password. So I pulled up Snap. I'm like, yeah, I got you. Like Snapchat? Oh, I can do that. Easy.
Yeah, for sure.
Ask me something harder. I pull up
like,
my app and I'm
yeah.
like, ooh,
That's rough.
Yeah, that's not going to be able to happen today, actually.
Yikes.
But I could have done the forgot password. But then I was like, all right, where else can I like? Because I thought he was asking for my birthday. So I'm like, where else would have my birthday? I didn't come up with anything. Oh, maybe my Safer
Pulling out
Community
your
app.
birth certificate.
Yeah, exactly. Got that in my pocket here. But anyway, we did subvert their security systems. We got in.
A little social engineering.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So thanks for hanging with us this week once again. Exciting news. Ryan and I have entered kind of the next stage in our relationship here. We've hit 13 reviews
That's right.
on Apple Podcasts. So
big number.
It's getting pretty serious. We appreciate you, everyone, helping out. Feel free to continue that trend. Bump up the next number, 14, 15. Who knows what it's at by the time you're looking at it. And feel free to also write out a little blurb on there. That helps us out. Just add some credibility because, we don't have a ton just looking at us. But anyway, yeah, I was out there. Leave a voice memo if you want. I have had questions about how to do that. There's a link in the description that you can click on, and then it takes you to a website where you can record a message. So that's how it's not, you don't call us. Please don't call us. No, you can, I guess. That would be another. Any way you want to send audio our way, I guess. But yes, the link in the description will do just fine. So, but we appreciate the engagement. Thanks for the support.
See you next time.
See ya.
Recyclable. That's a hard word to say for today for some reason. Recyclable.
Yeah.
I want to add like an A in there, but it doesn't belong.
Recyclable.
Infinitely recyclable.
Infinite.